Welcome back. Whether you're looking to sell your home or just want to enjoy your outdoor space a little more while you live there, changing up your landscaping can really improve the curb appeal of your home. Our Kansas City Live home and real estate expert Elizabeth Sadie is here with some great ideas that anyone can use. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you recommend looking at our landscaping in a different way as opposed to just adding new plants, maybe pulling back some, taking some out. Why is that?
So a lot of times folks think when they want to add value to their landscaping, they think about adding. Well, there's so many times, especially if in a home that's a little older, even if it's just 15 years older, you've got some bushes that someone planted a while back, or maybe a tree that's just become overgrown. And so it's a little bigger than the space maybe allows. So if you can go in and clean up those bushes and maybe even cut them down or remove them, that often is a way to really spice up your curb appeal and maybe start fresh. It's also going to be great with maintaining your home, so it's really important. This is actually a picture of our home, and this is what we had came into last year. So the first phase that we did with the landscaping is we removed the cedar tree here. So as you can see, it's kind of blocking the home, and we needed to get it behind it to maintain the home. It was actually almost resting up on the house. So in order to be able to maintain the siding, we removed that cedar home. So by just removing the cedar tree, it really opened up the face of the house. You could see it better. I mean, neighbors walking by were like, all, amazed just by removing the tree, what kind of a difference it made.
And you really took everything out.
So phase one was the tree. I work a lot in phases when I talk about landscaping, and I think everyone should on their home. No need to try to tackle everything at once. So last year we removed the cedar tree. We did some general trimming of the bushes, and then this year we kind of got really pumped up and we ripped out all these yews that were really overgrown across the front of the house, and now I'm kind of in a planning phase to rebuild. But as you can see, it just really made it to where we could see kind of the foundation that needs some attention as well. So it's a part of maintaining your home, is to be able to see it. So one of the other things I would recommend though, so now that you've got everything removed, it's great to take your cell phone. So that's a wonderful way to kind of help with planning. And so I would walk out in the yard and take your cell phone and take some pictures of the space that you're going to use. So as you can see, these are ones that I took with my cell phone. I need to go to the nursery and pick out plants, but I wanted to see how much space I have to work with. And a lot of times you're outside in the yard working during the day, you're having fun, and then you get inside and you're Googling and you're like, okay, how big does this tree grow? Or how much space do I really need? And you forget what it looks like. Or you're standing in Lowe's and you're like, okay, how much space do I have room for 3 plants? Do I have room for 2 plants? It's a great way to understand how much space you have to work with to have the photos.
I love that. So take a picture of your own space, and at nurseries, they really do help you. They give great advice. They have experts on hand that can really, like help you find what's right for your home, what's right for you, and also the care needed. Okay, so where should people go for those ideas? So
this sounds really silly, but it works wonderfully. It's a great way to get exercise. I recommend getting out, pushing a stroller, walking with your spouse or with a friend, and cover the neighborhood to get your ideas, because it's a great way to pick up ideas on landscaping, whether it is you're trying to figure out how to get a green wall for some privacy. And that's what we're kind of looking at here is these trees. You can't see the neighbors. So like at our house, we're kind of looking for ways to maybe provide some privacy. So this was one of I was out again with the cell phone, walking with the baby, and took some photos. Another great thing, I wasn't able to tell what kind of tree this was. And I've done this. I've gone to the nursery later then and said, sir, can you help me? I don't know what kind of tree this is, but here's a picture.
I want this.
And he was able to point me to the right direction of that type of tree. So don't be afraid to go up and take a close-up picture. I love the purple ground cover here, and I didn't know what it was, but now I can go to the store and say, I really like this and I want to use this in my yard.
And you don't have to worry about mulch.
Exactly.
No mulching every single year, so, with great ground cover.
Wonderful way to get ideas though, to walk around and get ideas from neighbors, whether it's different things that they've done style-wise or colors. Or again, how big will a tree get? What even tree should I start with? I really love this purple tree, and it was kind of small and decorative. So, and I would recommend if your neighborhood is in a neighborhood that they would have, go walk someone else's neighborhood, and be polite. So if you're taking photos, don't go up in their yard, but maybe from the street, take some photos. Another great thing about the photos, Michelle, is you go home and you're talking to the spouse and you're trying to explain what you're talking about. By all means, you can pull up the photo then and say, honey, this is what I mean. I want the trees to line up like this, and
sometimes we need that. Get on the same page.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Some great advice, Elizabeth. Let's check in with Michael.